Okay, that's step 3 done. It's both differentials built. Now, contrary to the instructions, it gives you everything there for an oil diff, but doesn't give you any oil that will make them. Obviously, if they're both open, the car will be easier to drive. We're going racing with this, so I filled the front diff of 500,000 weight and the rear diff of 5,000. If I'm totally honest with you, I can't remember what I put in the RS1. I know it was 500k in the front. But yeah, let's get these mounted up then and get started in the transmission. Okay, we're getting together now with the motor mount and everything else. One thing I noticed when you're building the kit, the mounts need to go in before you put the spur gear and not axle, but yeah, that assembly in. You put the mounts on first. Don't tighten them down because you need a little bit of movement here to put the screws in through the base of the motor mount. Yeah, but as long as you do that and you're not an idiot like I am, all goes together pretty easily. Whenever you then move on to putting the differential into the car, these have the usual Yokomo really clever cam system to adjust the height of the diffs. It can be a little bit tricky with the springs and with the balls, so any grease that you have, literally it doesn't matter. I've got about 17 things of these Tamiya greases, so I'll use one of them. Obviously holding, try not to stab yourself like that. Now what you're doing basically is just getting the grease, pulling down into the hole for the balls. And all that does is it holds the spring and holds the balls in there, so that whenever you take the diff out later on, it doesn't fly out and hit you in the face and then go missing. Both suck. It just adds a little bit of damping to the motion. So, there we go. Okay, with both diffs installed, cams set properly and everything else done, that's the transmission. The main drive finished anyway. Next step has us on to the servo mount and steering Bellcranks. One thing just quickly to go over, I thought in the unboxing video that the servo mount was maybe aluminium. It's not, it's just a super hard plastic. Obviously a high carbon content. I do have some offcuts there. I'm going to throw a voltmeter through later on to see just how high carbon content it is. And obviously the chassis braces and motor guard are the same. So yeah, let's crack on with this and see where we get to. It's everybody's favourite jobs, turnbuckles, isn't it? One thing to note, I mean, again, we go back to this kit's £150 retail. And the steering Bellcranks are ball raced. That's just incredible. But yeah, let's crack on and do some turnbuckles because we all love it. So my cameraman has decided that playing his Oculus is more important than helping me. It's understandable, to be honest. We have the servo installed now. Whoa, can't see that now. Servo installed, Bellcranks in, and the upper deck in as well. I mean, one thing that surprised me is just how rigid this thing is. I didn't actually realise that the motor guard is structural. It's a really dense, high carbon plastic, as is this little rod here that goes from the servo arm back. But yeah, it's going together in typical Yokomo quality that we've come to expect. Yeah, onwards and upwards, on with the next bit.
Bell for more videos.
Okay, there's 4 shocks built. These are the same in construction as the top of the line Yokomo touring car shocks, with the air compensating bladder on top of them as well. The only thing we do apart from the instructions is I use associated oil in this, simply because I have the range of associated oil and I know exactly where I'm going. I've replaced the 450 weight Yokomo oil with 35 weight associated oil, which off the top of my mind's about right, but I'm willing to hear you tell me different in the comments. Only thing we do is we drill a small 1mm hole in the shock cap, just to allow the bladder to not get compromised by the compressed air on the top of the shock bladder. It just makes the shock completely linear, completely uniform throughout a stroke, just like that. And yeah, so now we'll bang some springs onto this and start mounting them to the car and go from there.
You are now about to witness the strength of street.
There we have it. After a few hours work, we're ready to wire this up and ready to give it its original bite of whatever happens. I mean, the sort of kit build that you expect from Yokomo at this point. Been really, really impressive. Materials are all top notch, and it is still one of those things that if somebody told you the kit price was twice as much as it was, you'd have no reason to doubt it. Really looking forward to getting this on track and seeing it side by side with the RS1 to see just where exactly the improvements have been made. I mean, first and foremost thing you notice is the shorty pack is now able to be fitted into it, which gives you a bit more of a forward weight distribution everywhere. You can put it back as well, but that's never really been an issue. But yeah, looking forward to getting this out and running, and we'll be sure to keep you informed. As ever, thanks for watching.
Subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell for more videos.